When it comes to Ragnarok, there are a lot of new items and features that come with the map, so I proudly present Top 50 Best New Features on Ragnarok Ascended. Coming at number 50 we have the Bison. The Bison is one of the newest creatures added to Ragnarok, and it's an absolute unit. This thing is built for power, huge frame, thick hide, and horns made for charging straight through trouble. It feels like it was made for frontlines, whether that's soaking turret fire in PvP or holding off wild threats in PvE. You'll mostly spot these roaming the highlands or cold open areas, so if you're planning to tame one, come geared and ready. Once tamed, the Bison could become a core part of your raid team or defense plan. Sturdy, reliable, and just intimidating enough to make players think twice before messing with your base. And coming at number 49 we have the Ice Queen. The Ice Queen is back, and this time her frozen domain has completely been overhauled. The arena feels more polished and dangerous with icy pathways, new lighting, and more immersive detail. Her minions swarm faster, and the boss fight feels tighter and more punishing. It's still a top tier challenge, but now it's one worth doing more than once. If you haven't fought her on ASA yet, just bring your best gear and prepare to freeze. And coming at number 48 we have the Lava Golem. The Lava Golem cave has been rebuilt from the ground up, and it's looking like one of the most intense mid-game challenges on the map. Traps are thicker, the environment feels more claustrophobic, and the boss hits harder than before. There's still great loot if you can clear the room, but now you've got to work for it. Expect tougher fights, tighter jumps, and a deadlier reward run. Coming at number 47 we have Griffins and the Griffin Trench. Griffins are still royalty of fast travel and hit and run tactics, but now their home, the Griffin Trench, has been totally reworked and just rebuilt from the ground up. Used to just be this little area right here, but now it's actually a full-on trench. The terrain is more vertical, there's actually some nests now for them, and the whole area feels more alive. It's also a bit more dangerous, so don't expect a free ride. If you want a high level Griffin early, bring a trap, a plan, and a fast flyer. And coming at number 46 we have the new Nunatek boss fight. This replaces the original boss fight and adds a massive ice wyvern for you to kill. It's a pretty annoying fight, but he does reward you pretty well by giving you 550 element on hard mode. Overall, it's a pretty easy fight to do. And coming at number 45, we have one of the new islands. This is located at 43.6 latitude and 87.0 longitude, and this is one of the larger ones that has a massive ruins area and lots of room to build. It's on more of a calm side compared to the other islands. And coming at number 44, we have the second new island. This is the Highland Island, and it is the biggest of the three. This is a big spot to find and tame bison, and it's a fun area to explore. And coming in number 43 we have the third new island. This is Swamp Island. It's pretty big and is one of the more chaotic ones. If you're looking for bison, this island spawns them as well. Coming at number 42 we have Clear Water. One of the first things that you'll notice on Ragnarok is how clear that the water is now. There's no more murky, blurry diving. This is crystal blue clarity that makes scouting, fishing, and underwater combat way easier. Whether you're hunting trilobites, grabbing pearls, or just exploring ruins, this change makes a huge difference. You can actually see threats before they see you, and that's game changing for both PvE and PvP players. And coming at number 41 we have the Tech Bunker. This is a new paid item that's coming with the Lost Colony expansion, which is releasing with Ragnarok. It allows tribes to live under the map in a secluded tech base. It's pretty big for what it is, and in my opinion is a little broken for PvP. This video is sponsored by Mitra 9. Mitra 9 is a kava and kratom seltzer company which provides an alternative to alcohol. These drinks give you a high but without the impairment. They have a ton of great flavors, my favorite being tropical. If you're looking for a new drink to replace your coffee in the morning, Mitra is the way to go. Simply go to mitra9.com and use my code Outcasts and you will get 25% off your entire order. Now, back to the video. Coming at number 40 we have the Template Hammer. This is an amazing new thing added with the Lost Colony expansion, and it allows players to save schematics of their base to build on. This is something that should have been in the game ages ago. Instead of trying to replicate a base you made in the past, you can now save it and build it exactly in-game how it was. Coming at number 39 we have the Skill Tree. This is another feature added with the Lost Colony pack. This adds an entire massive skill tree of overpowered skills to learn. I'm not a fan of this as it's a paid feature, but it gives you buffs like reduced fall damage, heat resistance, and a lot of just different bonus rates. And coming at number 38 we have Maze Cave. This cave isn't just dangerous, it's confusing. Known to players as Maze Cave, it's a winding trap-filled dungeon with eerie lighting and new ghostly bosses that feel pulled straight from a horror mod. You'll navigate dead ends, avoid hidden drops, and face many bosses with glowing haunting effects. It's not just a loot run, it's a mind game. If you're looking for an actual adventure, this is one of the wildest spots on ARK. Coming at number 37 we have the Ice Wyvern. The Ice Wyvern is back and better than ever in ASA. With updated textures, cleaner animations, and smoother breath effects. It's not just a top tier flyer, it's a work of art. These cold-blooded predators dominate the snow biome, and they're a PvP nightmare thanks to their slowing breath. Grab one early if you can, you'll want a combo of power and crowd control when things heat up in a raid or defense. Coming at number 36, we have the new charcoal trees. Charcoal used to be one of those annoying, time-consuming tasks, but not anymore. On Ragnarok Ascended, this introduces new trees that give massive charcoal yields when harvested. You'll find them in specific burn zones around the volcano, and they look visibly darker and scorched. It's a game changer for players mass-producing gunpowder, flame arrows, or just grenades in C4. Grab a chainsaw or a mammoth and stock up, because war runs on charcoal. Coming at number 35, we have scattered boxes on the beach. Keep an eye out when spawning in. Ragnarok Ascended has scattered supply boxes along the beaches. These aren't massive loot crates, but they do give you just enough to survive for your first few minutes. Some offer meat, tools, or just random resources, and for fresh spawns, that makes a huge difference. It's a great addition for solo players trying to get on their feet without being instantly wiped. They can usually be found around most beaches around Lake Blue Ob and over in Highlands. And coming at number 34, we have shipwrecks with treasure chests. Ragnarok scatters fully modeled shipwrecks across its oceans and shorelines, and they're not just for show. These wrecks contain treasure chests that can give you early gear, rare resources, or even blueprints if you're lucky. Most are underwater or partially buried, so bring a scuba set or a good oxygen stat helps. Just be careful as some of them are guarded by jellyfish or sharks. It's high risk, high reward. Coming at number 33, we have the exploding volcano. Ragnarok's volcano has always been known for its eruptions, but in Ragnarok Ascended, the whole experience has been upgraded. The visuals are sharper, the eruptions feel more violent, and the environmental impact is way more immersive. The sky darkens, ash pours out, and the lava flows look deadlier than ever. Even if you've seen it before, now it feels like something you'd expect in a cinematic survival game. The area around the volcano also seems more unpredictable. There's more ambient smoke, updated sound design, and it just gives off that constant threat vibe. Whether you're farming metal nearby or just flying through, it's a lot harder to ignore now. The volcano may not be a new feature, but it's definitely been cranked up to match ASA's higher standards. Coming at number 32, we have giant beaver dams. Beaver dams have always been a goldmine for cementing paste, but Ragnarok Ascended cranks them up. The new giant dams are massive, sometimes tucked into cliffsides or riverbanks, and packed with even more loot. Cementing paste, rare flowers, mushrooms, you name it. Especially for mid-game tribes needing materials for structures or saddles. Just don't forget, angry beavers come free with every loot run. And coming at number 31, we have giant beaver walls. Now these are pretty similar to giant beaver dams, as they just kind of are around the same area and give about the same loot. There's nothing really too crazy about them. They're just kind of little walls that are built on like rivers, so they actually kind of function as a dam, but it doesn't stop the actual water flow, but still a pretty cool feature. Coming at number 30, we have the Wyvern Scar. The Wyvern Scar has been retextured and extended in Ragnarok Ascended, and it looks brutal. It's hotter, deeper, and deadlier with lava rivers, better lighting, and more wyverns circling above. This is still a top tier egg run location, but now the danger feels even more real. If you're going in for eggs, you're going to need grapples and an escape plan. One wrong step and you're flame grilled. But if you succeed, those wyvern eggs are worth every risk. Coming at number 29, we have the Wyvern Trench. The Wyvern Trench has had a serious upgrade. It's darker, deeper, and feels way more claustrophobic. Nest placement is tighter and wyverns seem more aggressive, especially in packs. You used to be able to zip through and grab an egg with a good griffin or patera, but now you better bring a plan, a decoy tame, and an escape route. The visuals also got a boost. Glowing eggs, steam vents, and way better effects. This isn't just a hotspot, it's a death trap with wings. Coming at number 28, we have the dire polar bears. Dire polar bears on Ragnarok are no joke. These massive white beasts are found exclusively inside ice caves, and they're not just rare, they're terrifying. They spawn at extremely high levels, often in the 300s, making them some of the deadliest wild creatures that you'll ever encounter on the map. They can't be tamed, and they're built to protect the deeper parts of cave systems, acting like a natural mini-boss. If you're running these caves for loot or artifacts, you better come equipped with powerful tames, strong armor, and a backup plan, because these things will delete you if you're not ready. No saddle, no taming, just raw, icy aggression. Coming at number 27, we have Pyromanes. Now, I'm really not a fan of this, but they decided to go ahead and put Pyromanes on Ragnarok. And yes, I know a lot of you guys are probably bummed out. There's a couple of you that are like, oh, that's pretty cool. Not me. I personally don't really like these tames. I think they're a little overpowered and they're just too much. But if you do want to get yourself a Pyromane and you're just exclusively wanting to play on Ragnarok, but yeah, they do spawn. They spawn by the volcano area, so just look around over there and you should be able to find them. Coming at number 26, we have these ruins near the Wyvern Trench. This is an artifact location, but I like it more for the PvE aspect of it. It's a cool ruined building that actually tells a story. I won't spoil too much of it, but yeah, just a cool Easter egg. Coming at number 25, we have this PvE island. This island is a great spot to live. It offers a full farm with crops, a small ruins area, as well as a cave under it. It has a lot of room to build stuff and it's great for PvE. So if you're looking for a secluded area, this is for you. And coming at number 24, we have these desert islands. These next few are going to be base spots, but yeah, this is a good base location. It offers a few different islands and a good amount of room. So if you're looking to live in the desert without being in the middle of the map, this one is for you. Coming at number 23, we have the Green Knob Plateau. This plateau is the biggest flat zone on ARK. It has a crazy amount of room, so for PvE, this is a phenomenal spot to live. You can easily fit a 50 by 50 comfortably here. Coming at number 22, we have Desert Plateau. This is a plateau that can be found central in the desert. It's a great PvE and PvP spot if you're looking to build out in the open. This used to be a very popular spot on ASC and is still one of my favorite spots. Coming at number 21, we have Redwoods Plateau. This is a giant flat area located at the edge of the redwoods. It's not the best PvP spot, but it does offer a great central location. Again, one of my favorites. And coming at number 20, we have Highlands Cave. Highlands Cave is one of the most polished cave designs on Ascended. Located near the green pastures of the Highlands, it offers clean stone walls, tight choke points, and just enough space for a medium-sized base. Inside, it's quiet, but that silence is deceptive. It's a perfect PvP bunker location, especially for small tribes that want to hold out longer. With quick access to metal and water, this cave's gonna be hot real estate soon. Coming at number 19, we have Viking Bay Cave. Right off the shores of Viking Bay lies a compact cave system that's quickly becoming a favorite among early game players. It's small, tucked behind rocky outcrops, and super easy to miss from the air, which is exactly what makes it good. Inside, you've got enough room for a starter base, some crafting stations, and maybe a couple of tames. It's not built for massive tribes, but for solos and duos, it's one of the best early game hideouts on the map. Coming at number 18, we have Lava Cave. Ragnarok's Lava Cave has been visually upgraded and Ascended, with smoother textures, flowing magma, and better lighting throughout. It's still a high-risk, high-reward dungeon, but now it's also a serious PvP ambush cave. Turret spots blend into walls better, and the heat effects make it easier to hide traps. Just don't bring a mount you care about. Coming at number 17, we have Triple Waterfall. This one is not just eye candy. The Triple Waterfall Cave is gorgeous. It's a high elevated spot with multiple build layers. You've got cliffs, water access, and a natural coverage from the falls themselves, which helps break the line of sight during PvP raids. It's remote but not too far from resource zones, and it's ideal for building vertically. And coming at number 16, we have Castle Cave. And now beneath this massive medieval styled cave lies a cave system that's made for defense. This isn't just an aesthetic spot, it's practically a fortress. It's got two ways in, which does kinda suck, some narrow pathways, and plenty of choke points for turret lines. You've got stone ceilings and a good amount of metal nearby. Now this cave isn't really the best, as I'm not gonna lie, it does have two entrances, which does kind of downgrade it. It used to be a very dark cave, but it was fixed on ASA and does actually look a lot better. It is a pretty decent sized cave as well, and you have a good amount of room to work with, but not a great PvP cave. And coming at number 15, we have Canyon Cave. Now this is located pretty close to the canyons and the griffin spawns, and unfortunately this cave does have two entrances, which is a bit of a downgrade, but it is a pretty massive cave. I mean, you have a good amount of room to build in here. It's pretty high as well, but if you're looking to build on PvP, I honestly wouldn't recommend it. And coming at number 14, we have the Wyvern Trench Cave. Now this can be found pretty close to the Wyvern Trench, but it's kind of like right above it in that giant like cliff area. Again, it's not really a PvP cave, but it is a pretty decent spot for PvE. Has a cool little waterfall effect with a little bit of water in there. You do have a couple different entrances as well, but it's not a massive cave. So if you're looking for just a cool little cave to build in on a PvE server, that's a pretty good one for you. Coming at number 13, we have Mushroom Cave. One of the most unique caves on Ragnarok is the underwater mushroom cave, deep below the ocean surface. It's lit with glowing fungi, giving it a sci-fi vibe that looks straight out of Aberration. But it's not just pretty. This cave is massive, hidden, and buildable, making it a dream spot for secret water bases. Now, one downside is that it does have a pretty big entryway, but it does have some pretty deep walls. So it's pretty hard to raid and easy to defend. Just bring a good water tame, you're not getting out of here without one. Now coming at number 12, we have Pearl Cave in Viking Bay. Now this isn't really the location to build in, but if you're looking for a lot of silica pearls, this is your spot. And when I'm telling you a lot, I mean quite a bit. It's a pretty massive cave. It has two different areas to go in, but you do have a pretty much infinite amount of silica pearls, and they do respawn pretty quickly as well. So yeah, just a little heads up, if you're looking for pearls, definitely come here. And coming at number 11, we have Crops in the Highlands. Ragnarok Ascended makes farming easier than ever thanks to the wild crop spawns scattered across the highlands and offshore islands. You'll find carrots, corn, and more growing naturally. You're ready to be harvested without even building a greenhouse. It's a massive boost for players trying to tame herbivores or run recipes early. No irrigation needed, no setup, just free food and fast taming potential. And coming at number 10, we have the new Swamp Castle. This is a new castle that's about the size of the Viking Bay one. It spawns poison wyverns above it, and it's a pretty cool aspect, so go check it out. And coming at number 9, we have all the new ruins. They've completely revamped almost every single ruin on this map, like the bridge, which looks pretty amazing. Another thing that they did was a 100% rebuild of the castle, and well, they added a lot more as well. But yeah, they did a pretty good job with these. And coming at number 8, we have Deathworms. Deathworms are back in full force, roaming the desert dunes and ambushing unsuspected travelers. In Ragnarok Ascended, they look cleaner and hit harder. You'll sometimes hear the rumble before you see them, but if you're on foot, it's already too late. Killing them drops key materials like Deathworm horns, which are used to tame manti. It's high risk, high reward, and the desert is crawling with danger again. Coming at number 7, we have Desert Drops. The desert drops in Ragnarok Ascended are absolutely worth chasing. They now drop better quality loot and spawn more consistently across the sand flats. These are your go-to for blueprints, saddles, or advanced gear, especially if you're trying to skip the grind. Just be careful, other players are hunting them too, and in PvP, these become instant hot zones. Just grab a fast flyer, sweep in, and dip out as fast as you can before somebody else does. And coming at number 6, we have the Desert Temple. Now this is just a giant ruin in the middle of the desert, and it is just a pretty cool little PvE area if you're just looking to build there. It's kind of flat and kind of curved out, so it just doesn't really work to build in. But yeah, it's still a pretty cool little aspect to just have on the map, so if you're looking to build there, absolutely up to you. And coming at number 5, we have a really good metal spawn. If you're looking for one of the best metal spots on the entire map, head to these coordinates on screen. This high mountain ridge is absolutely loaded with rich metal nodes, plus obsidian and crystal. It's a prime farming zone for tribes looking to just mass produce a lot of metal. Now, this spot is pretty good and is one of the best spots in the desert in my honest opinion. It's absolutely loaded, just be careful as there's going to be a lot of other players there as well. Coming at number 4, we have the Tech Sword and Shield. The Tech Sword and Shield are here in full force, and they look better than ever in ASA. The sword swings fast, hits hard, and comes with that signature energy arc that stuns smaller enemies. That shield, it's not just for blocking, it can absorb damage and sometimes even reflect it, depending on how you use it. These are endgame melee tools meant for close range dominance, whether you're brawling in caves or leading a massive raid. They're expensive to craft, but once you unlock them, you're basically a walking lightsaber wielding tank. And coming at number 3, we have the Drakelings. This is a new paid dino which is pretty overpowered. It can shoot fire similar to a Pyromane. It can also be used to glide around the map. I personally don't like it as it's just another paid dino, but still pretty cool. Coming at number 2, we have the Viowin. This is a new Arctic pet that can teleport and duplicate itself to attack. It's another paid dino that's just pay to win. And finally, coming at number 1, we have the Dark Tech Cosmetics. This comes with the Lost Colony expansion and actually offers a pretty cool look. I personally like it, but hate that it's behind a paywall. Anyways, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Hopefully you guys learned a lot of new stuff about Ragnarok Ascended. But anyways, that's it for today's video, and thanks for watching.